it's just another reason this job is so awesome. Hey guys, I have a quick video today about traveling and teaching. So this is the first time I have ever taught outside of my house. So we are on a quick little cabin vacation. We're not that far from home, only a couple hours from home, and so I thought I should teach. You know, it's hard to give up 3 days of teaching in a month. I tried it. Here are my thoughts for what you should consider before you travel and teach. And I'm not talking like a year-long travel extravaganza. I'm talking about like a weekend away. Number one, before you go, think about what you will bring with you. So of course you need your computer and your headset and whatever, but also think about props. So I actually did not bring a background. I have been noticing that backgrounds just are not as important as we think they are. Yes, you have to have something educational. You can sit in front of any bookshelf, in front of any nice piece of art, and really the student just wants to see you. I didn't bring a background. I did bring some props. I limited myself to one little basket of props, and I brought like my dino, and then I looked through the lessons. I'm actually teaching 10 lessons while I'm gone over the course of 3 days, and I just looked to see if there was any props that I really needed. I brought my conjugation chart. That's like the one that's like, he walks, she walks, it walks, I walk, that thing. Easy reward. I actually brought 2 easy rewards that I could use for pretty much any student. I brought my ice cream reward and my alligator reward. I love these. I'll put them in the description box. And then I just brought an extra light, a little portable light, and my trackpad. And that's all I brought. I did not bring much. When I got here, my husband was such a great help with this. The first thing we did was an internet speed test. And it was okay. It wasn't great. In case you haven't ever done this before, you just go on any internet browser and you type in internet speed test and you look to see what the speeds are, and it shows you this little thing like this to show, oops, speeds are slow, speeds are okay. I also tried at that point with my phone to see what the hotspot speed was, and it was a little bit better. So then I knew, okay, I have 2 okay options. The internet here is okay, but my hotspot is better. With the Wi-Fi, that is probably the most important thing that you will consider. If you're going to a place you've never been, call ahead and ask for their internet speeds. Be really blunt about what you need. And then I really had like 4 or 5 options in the back of my head. Option number 1, we're at a cabin, so just the Wi-Fi that was here. Option number 2 is my hotspot. Option number 3 was my husband's hotspot. Option number 4, and this is where we start to get desperate. Option number 4 was I was going to research, if those were not good options, I was going to research a coffee shop in the area that would be open by 5 a.m. And then option number 5, which is the final option for me at least, would be to cancel the classes. So if you want to just like kind of push through and try to do it, go for it. But if I was just struggling with the Wi-Fi, I was ready to just cancel. And I was getting close to my number of cancellations, but to me it would have been worth it. So consider all those options. So you have your props, you have your background if you want to bring one, which I didn't. You have your Wi-Fi situation. Then you need to think about your space where you think it'd be a good place to teach. So I taught, this is a 2-level cottage, and I taught up in a corner of a living room, and it was just kind of a quiet corner, and it worked out pretty well. So find a good spot, consider all the people that will be sleeping, and then the next thing you should think about is lighting. So pull over a lamp. I brought a little lamp. I'll show you the lamp. I'll link it below the lamp that I bring. It's really compact and easy to bring. You got your props, you got your Wi-Fi, you got your location, you got your lighting. Then you should open up a classroom and just see how it looks. Kind of find a good system for the right height of your computer or your iPad, whatever you're using. I like to be kind of close to it, like this. I don't like to sit far away. I like to sit pretty close. So I had to adjust that to make sure I was at the right distance from the screen. And just check your lighting, how you look. That really is the most important thing. I think if your lighting is good, parents will kind of forgive a lot. Like right now, my lighting is terrible. It's coming from the afternoon light from outside. It's not great. But in the morning, I needed a lot of light. So you have to plan your Wi-Fi, you have to plan your props, you have to plan your location, you have to plan your lights, you have to adjust your screen, enter the classroom early. My last advice, this is number 6, my last advice is the morning of teaching, get up way earlier than you usually would. Give yourself lots of room for error. This morning I am so glad I did this because I was planning on using my hotspot, and for whatever reason my phone hotspot would just not connect this morning. It was so frustrating. So I decided to just use the cottage Wi-Fi, and it actually worked out okay, but I did have a lot of nervous feelings about this. So it was good to just get up, get everything ready. I got my coffee, I looked through the lesson on my phone, and then when that happened, I wasn't stressed. I had plenty of time. So that's my advice for traveling while you teach. I am no expert, but I love that we have this option as teachers to make money while we are out and about and to make money while we are traveling. There are some other teachers who do this much more regularly than I do, so look at their information too. But I'm glad to share this information with you just to show you that it's just another reason this job is so awesome. All right, in the comments, please share any other tips or strategies you have for traveling and teaching. I'd love to learn too. Okay, bye, thanks.